Welcome back to MFO, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. I think most of you know that I've been fishing on the Major League Fishing Invitational Circuit for a number of years now. And it's been quite a few years that we've had a rule that we've had to mount POV cameras on our boats as a way to monitor us. We haven't had co-anglers for a number of years. And so the way that the league kind of monitors our behavior to make sure that there's no rule infractions, to make sure that if there's an accusation of a rule violation, they can go back and check the cameras and kind of see what happened during that time. So we've had to mount GoPros or other types of cameras on our boats for a number of years. And over those years, I've become kind of an expert on not only how to mount them, but how to power them and things like that. I've been using YOLOtek products to mount my cameras ever since the rule's been applied. Today, I've got some news for you that will help you not only save money, but also maybe teach you a few things about mounting those cameras to your boat. Stick around, guys. You're gonna wanna hear this because I'm gonna save you some money. Welcome back to Mark Fisher Outdoors, everybody. I'm Mark Fisher. And let me lead off with that. I'm going to save you money. If you've ever considered mounting a camera, an action camera, a GoPro, any other type of action camera onto your boat, onto your kayak, we've got the products for you through YOLOtek. Like I said, I've been affiliated with YOLOtek from the standpoint of being a customer ever since that rule came about. When the rule first started, I mounted my cameras on the rear light stick that they had. And then I went to the boom. I love the boom because I like the way that it shoots right up the center, and it's a lot more secure, and it gives me the ability to run, just like the light stick, to run my GoPro directly from my boat battery rather than having to change out batteries in the GoPro. Guys, here's the deal. YOLOtek has talked to me and allowed me to present you with a discount code. I'm gonna put it on the screen here. It's MarkFisher20. If you use that discount code, MarkFisher20, and the link that I'm gonna put in my description of this video, if you use that link, anytime you use that link and that discount code, you're gonna get $20 off of any purchase that's over $100. So you buy something for $101, you're gonna get $20 off. Now here's the cool part about it. If you buy something that, I'm just making this up, it's 150 bucks, but YOLOtek is offering that $150 item and they're gonna give you 20% off of that. They're gonna take the 20% off and then they're gonna give you another $20 off for my discount. So my discount actually takes money off even something that's on sale. That's the kind of thing that you wanna make sure you use. You can go and buy a product that they have listed on sale and get $20 off of that product even after the sale price. That's what Mark Fisher Outdoors members get for using my link. Again, I'm putting that in the description, and just use that link and MarkFisher20 as the discount code, and you'll get that discount. Guys, these products are for us, they're a requirement, okay? But I'm telling you, more and more guys are using these point of view cameras just to capture the day, you know, and hey, you're out fishing with a buddy, or you're fishing on your kayak and you want to, whatever it is, it's kind of cool to have a day of fishing and be able to go back and look at the footage and have that footage. Whether you're doing content creation like I do, whether you're fishing tournaments like I do, or whether you're just, you know, out fishing with your grandkids and you want to have a camera to capture the moments, that's the way to do it. And quite honestly, these cameras, I can't tell you the number of times where they catch. Yes, if you got a cell phone, you can turn your cell phone on and try and take a picture of your grandkid catching that fish. But the reality is, if this camera's rolling, it captures whatever happens. You never know what's going to happen that you may not be able to get on your cell phone camera, and then you're able to go back. You can look at this, guys, and look at some of the footage that I've shown you over the years, whether it's skipping a bait under a dock and seeing a bass grab it in the air. I caught that on footage because I had a GoPro on. Just funny things that happen in the boat, cool catches, fish jumping out of the water, things like that. And in fact, that was another thing that we caught using this kind of a camera system. The boom was shooting over my back, and we caught a fish jumping when Steve and I were fishing that tournament, and he broke the line and the fish ended up jumping in front of the boat, and we caught that because the GoPro was running. GoPros and point of view cameras are great, but more importantly, these YOLOtek mounts are phenomenal, and they've got a ton of them. And they've got them for kayaks, they got them for boats, they got them for different boating scenarios. And as I said, I'm getting to be kind of an expert. So here's what I'd like you to do. If you're interested, if this is something that you'd like, I'd love for you to at least consider buying a YOLOtek mount. Go to YOLOtek.com, check them out. You can use the link that I put in this description. If you end up buying something, please use that Mark Fisher 20 discount code. But you know, the other thing is if you have any questions, hey, what do you recommend, Mark? Do you recommend this or that? What do you have? Send it in the comments. I would love to answer your questions about this kind of stuff. Like I said, I've been doing it for years. I know the ins and outs. There are some things that are better in certain applications than there are in other applications. Ask me your questions in the comment. I'd be happy to get back to you on it. Like I said, I think I've gotten to be quite an expert at the GoPro mounts that YOLOtek provides, and I love them, and I'd really be happy to answer any of your questions. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope that you'll think about getting one for your boat, and we will see you again tomorrow on another episode of Mark Fisher Outdoors. Take care, everybody.